we noticed a slider pull up. Now the slider pull up on Unc's side of the street. It had DBs on it. You couldn't see in the car. So my dog, because he was out there with me at the time, he told me, he was like, Cal, man, he's like, don't serve nothing right quick, man. A funny car just pull up. I don't know what this is, man. He was like, man, tell the bases to just come back in like 15, 20 minutes. It ain't nothing right now. So I'm telling all the bases, ain't nothing right now. Y'all come back through later, or y'all go up there in the front. So as the car just posted up across the street, nobody get out the car. So, our antennas up, especially after we done got touched, a couple of months prior. So, we just sitting on a stool. And then maybe like 5-10 minutes later, the lieutenants pull up and the gunman pull up. And then naturally, the nigga who we was working for, he pull up. So the niggas that drove up in a car with the DBs on it, the passenger door opened up. And when the nigga get out, I never forget, like it was yesterday. The nigga had some long shorts on. Nigga had some clocks on. And nigga had an Arab on. But you could tell the nigga had like a big pistol in his Arab because his shirt was poking out. So as he get out, he get everybody dap over there across the street. And I heard one of the lieutenants say, damn, what's up, booby? Okay, so now this must be the nigga Booby Dread who they always screaming. So as they out there talking like for a few minutes, the nigga Booby Dread stick his head back in the car. And whoever was in the car told him something, and he got in the car and they slowly drove off. Okay. So now, as we, day by day, get into the bread, this was shit started to get fuzzy at. So now, the lieutenants, they were soft as fuck, but, they was working for their uncle. So every day, they'll slide through and they'll say little slick shit like, boy, Cal, you sure y'all niggas really got robbed a couple of months ago? Like saying a little whole shit like that. So the shit that started, getting on the nigga nerve, a nigga was just ignoring them fuck niggas saying that fuck shit. But they starting to say this like more than usual. So now, like a month later, I turned the bomb over to my dog at 12 o'clock at night. So when I leave by 12:30, my dog called my auntie house. He was like, man, you can never believe what just happened. I'm like, what? He said, man, them fuck niggas was finna size a nigga up. I was like, who? He was like, man, the lieutenants. I was like, what you mean? He was like, man, when you left, Unc came outside the house and told me that, man, just give me all the work, man. Give me the bond, man. Go on home. I'm going to work the rest of the night, man. He said Unc then went to telling him how the niggas really think we ain't get robbed and they thought we got slick with the bread. And that very night when I left, or just before I left, they was going to come through and, size a nigga up. Try to hit us up or whatever. So Unc told my dog, just give me everything, man. Tell Cal don't come back tomorrow. Y'all go find y'all groove somewhere else, man. Unc was he was a G like that. He looked out for us. He was a G like that. Cause a nigga, all the red flags was there, but a nigga really just ain't, see it coming. But Unc put us up on game. And my dog said he gave all the work to Unc that night. He went up there in the front, the fat cat them, used the phone, called the cab, and he dicked off to the sub. And that's when he called me. He was like, man, he said, but before I got in the cab, fat cat say, man, y'all come up here, tell cab man tomorrow, y'all down with us, man. We know there's all type of fuck shit going on back there. Y'all work for us now. And that was kind of the best decision a nigga ever made back then, because that's when a nigga got on, my OG line, which is Midnight. The nigga who I kind of learned everything from, along with my auntie. One time for my nigga Midnight. So now we're going to go ahead and fast forward to like 30-something years later. As I'm, ripping the road up, doing me, in my own lane, me and my nigga, we definitely get to a whole lot of fucking paper. A comrade of mine's kind of introduced me to one of his homeboys that he went to school with. I want to say one time for my nigga Cree from the West. That's my brother right there. As me and Cree become real close and real down, Cree, he's always telling me, Cal, man, I want you to meet my brother, man. I want you to meet my brother, man. He'll be home soon, man. Because around about this time, me and Cree had done built a real good rapport with each other. But he's always telling me, man, I want you to meet my brother. So after a couple of months, Cree, he hit me one day and said, Cal, man, where you at? I was like, yeah, man, I just touched down. I'm at the old girl house, man. I just got in town. He was like, man, right on time, man. He was like, man, my brother home, and I want you to meet my brother. Okay, I come through the old girl house. So it's so funny how God works and then how, shit just comes full circle. As Cree and his brother coming through the city and they coming through Shadowline, his brother keep telling him, man, for some reason, man, this area here is bringing back all type of memories. So Cree said they getting closer and closer when they come on my old girl street. His brother tell him, man, I know this street, man. He said, I just can't remember, but it's something about this street. It's something about this street. So Cree tell him, oh man, you don't know nothing about over here, man. He said, because I don't know nothing about Shadowline over here. So his brother telling him, nah, man, I really know this street, man. There's something about this street. So as they pulling up to my old girl house, I'm sitting on the porch, it's me and my old girl. As they're pulling up, I noticed the door opening up before the car can come to a complete stop. Next thing I know, it's a nigga hop out the car and nigga scream my name. Nigga scream my government name. Nigga say, Kevin. And when I get a good look, I notice a tall red nigga get out the car. And my mom was like, well, Kevin, who that is? And I look, and it's my nigga Peanut. The same Peanut who I used to dance against when a nigga was like 10, 11 years old, when a nigga was shorties. It's my nigga Peanut. I ain't see Buddy in so many years. He come through the gate, we give each other a hug, this, that, and the third. He was like, boy, man, my brother kept telling me about, I want you to meet my friend, meet my dog. He was like, man, Calvin, in a million years, though, I would have never thought it was you. So he went to telling Cree, man, this my friend, man. Man, this nigga go back to we was as short as 10 years old. This my friend right here. So as we chopping it up and talking, we sit on the hood of the car. We talk like 2-3 hours. He said, Cal, man, it's something I've been wanting to tell you for so many years, dog. He said, but I know y'all niggas went to New York, and I know y'all niggas was getting to it. He said, man, I can never catch up with you. And he said, man, I couldn't really never remember what street your old girl stayed on, and I didn't know how to get in touch with you. I'm like, what's up, nut? He said, man, you remember back in 86 when y'all was working on 57? I'm like, yeah. He said, man, you remember one day a car pulled up and the nigga Booby Dre hopped out. I'm like, yeah, man, I remember that, man. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, man. I said, man, yeah, they had a whole lot of fuck shit going on over there. He was like, yeah. He was like, now you remember when Rick and everybody pulled back up and Booby stuck his head back in the car? I was like, yeah. And then the car drove off. He was like, Cal, man, that was me in the car. He said, man, them niggas had done beeped us and told us, the day was the day, because they had been telling us for weeks that they wanted us to come through and like squeeze and hit some niggas up. He said, but we didn't know who it was. We was over there getting money over there on 58, but they was always telling us that, they go let us know, and they go give us the green light to come over there and handle that. He said, so when they beat us, we definitely, strapped up and came through. He said, Cal, but when I pulled up, dog, and when I seen you, he said, because I didn't know who your friend was. He said, but when I seen you, and I got a good look, he said, it took for you to get up off the stool and like walk a few feet. He said, man, because you got a one of a kind walk. He said, when I seen you, I hit the horn and when Booby stuck his head in the car, I told Booby, nah, we not doing this. Nigga, that's my friend right there. That's my friend Care right there. We not doing that. Nah, let's go. He said, you remember Booby got in the car? Like, yeah, he got in the car and the car left. He said, yeah, man, Care, that was me. I was driving. He said, when I seen you, I instantly shut that shit down. I was like, man, Nut, you got to be fucking kidding me. He said, Care, man, I remember like it was yesterday, dog. He said, I ain't seen you in so long, dog. He said, but when I seen you get off that stool, I said, nah, I'm not doing this, man. So I was like, yeah, man, them niggas thought we had done, got robbed and set the jack up and all that. He was like, nah, man. He said, that shit y'all went and did on 6-1. He said, man, we know, y'all niggas got robbed for real. He said, man, but it wasn't about that. I said, what you mean? He said, nah, man, it wasn't about that. He said, man, Rick had a feeling that the little hoe he was fucking in the building was liking on your dog. He said, that's what that was all about. He said, Rick was real jealous that she was liking your dog and ain't want to fuck with him no more. I was like, man, are you kidding? He was like, man, Care about bullshit, you not, dog. All that was about that little animal that was living in the building. Rick knows she was liking your best friend. He said, that's what that was all about, man. He said, but he said, dog, after all these years, I couldn't never catch up with you, dog. I just really wanted to tell you. That shit been on my mind all these fucking years, dog. He said, because I heard how y'all was, up the road getting all type of bread. He said, but I just could never catch up with you. He said, yeah, but that was all that about, dog. So after we chopped it up and this, that, and the third, and to this day, and me and my nigga, man, we the best of friends, man. I want to say one time for Peanut, man, a legend, an OG out of PSU. That's my nigga for life, man. Double salute to my nigga Nut. So I definitely wanted to bring y'all this, man, and tell y'all how shit is always, come full circle, man. When your face good, man, and, God always show up with you in moments you will never know he'll show up for you, man. I want to say one time for my nigga Rick. He was a hell of a nigga, man. And unfortunately, I heard some young niggas murdered him. They blew his whole head off years ago. But aside from all the fuck shit he was on, I learned a lot of what not to do when we took our show on the road and got to the money. I learned a lot of shit what not to do from that nigga right there. Like I tell you, man, I give the utmost respect to my nigga Midnight because he taught us what to do. But I want to say rest in peace to Rick, man. Heard some young niggas murdered him. Want to say one time for everybody else that was on that back street getting all up, getting a whole lot of fucking money back there. So I just thought I'd bring y'all this story and how it kind of resonate with the shit Puff Daddy going through today, man. Even back then, and then when we started getting money, I started noticing, how, sometimes pussy be a nigga quick as downfall, But to this day, man, my nigga, we could never understand, how millionaires be hating on their dollionaires. That shit just never made sense, as with Puff Daddy, how the fuck you got all this bread and you up. You're a billionaire and you hating on Kid Cudi and all that goofy shit y'all got going on. So I thought I'd bring y'all, this story and how it resonates with what's going on today, man. I appreciate all my subscribers for, sticking and fucking with me, from day one. I want to double salute all my new subscribers for rocking with me. I'm going to keep on bringing y'all this fire content. And like I always say, let me be the first to admit anything we may have allegedly done back in those days, nothing good came out of none of that shit. Second Ave Kav, man, I'm definitely stamped in these streets. Heavy lace. We got the whole thing going.